So today I'm going to be talking about the Savoyard Crusade. And yeah, it's going to be a brief overview, like as always. And yeah, let's get started. Well, as you can probably tell by the name, the Savoyard Crusade was in fact a crusading expedition. I know, big shock, yeah. And it was in the Balkans in the year 1366 to 1367, so just 1 year. Not like the big crusades, those. I don't know how long each one specifically lasted. There are many of them over a large period of time. This one was just 1 year. And it was Count Amadeus VI of Savoy, Savoyard Crusade, Savoy, the Count of Savoy, against the growing Ottoman Empire, which would last for quite a few years, quite a few centuries even. And there was this supposed collaboration, I think with Savoy, with the Kingdom of Hungary and the Byzantine Empire. However, this kind of, it was there, but faded into the background when the main objective became the attack against the Second Bulgarian Empire. There were some small gains which were handed over to the Byzantines, and they did manage to take some territory back, including Gallipoli and territory near Constantinople. So, a brief summary of. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to center around the men involved rather than the actual events. Again, if I always say, if you want to hear about the actual events of the Savoyard Crusade, please let me know and I'll do a video on it. Well, 1366, like I said, was the year it all started, and Amadeus, the Count of Savoy, he started assembling his army to start on this crusade. He had hereditary vassals of the Count of Savoy, so these vessels, it would go on they were hereditary. So the previous Count of Savoy would have had them before the new one got them, and he in turn would have gotten them from the previous Count of Savoy. You know what I mean? Just that idea, inheriting stuff. And important members near the Count of Savoy actually joined the crusade, including the half-brother and the nephew, and then a guy named Aemon and Amadeus's two illegitimate sons participated. Then a really prominent guy named Richard Mussard also participated, and then the heir of Amadeus III of Geneva also participated, and Louis de Beaujeu, how you pronounce that? There were 3 battalions. I don't know how to pronounce. I think that's how you pronounce it. I may not be right, so correct me if I'm wrong. And these were under the control of Marshal Gaspard de Montmayor. A lot of names, I know. And a lot of names, I've not really elaborated on them, but because, that is another whole video. Just talk about the men involved specifically. I'm just giving you a brief overview. Again, like I said, if you want more detail on the men involved, please let me know. So, the Alexander Crusade, which had happened a while before this, had harmed commercial relations with the Islamic powers, so that kind of didn't help the situation of the actual Savoyard Crusade. Also, the Republic of Venice said, yeah, we are not taking part in this crusade. We're not. Yeah, no, this right here, not happening. No. And well, Pope Urban, I don't really remember the number, but the Pope who was named Urban at the time, there were quite a few of them, but by the years it does look like it was one of the popes in the whole 3-pope fiasco thing. Although I may be wrong, by the way. I forgot the number. I will put it in the description. And well, he tried to convince the Republic of Venice to join this crusade, but he failed in this. And so there was an embassy from Amadeus, promising two galleys, and then the Count of, like I said, the Count of Savoy, he requested 5. And then Urban, I mean, it's really confusing, I know, I don't know how to explain it in any other way. Then the Pope Urban, he negotiated with Genoa and Marseille, and there was this promise of transportation from the Holy Roman Emperor at the time, Charles IV. However, this promise was never fulfilled. And then, well, mercenaries from the free companies joined, and that is just basically the people who participated and the facilities they had. I mean, there were some small gains overall in the whole crusade. It wasn't a huge success. There were small gains and some territories, like I said, in Gallipoli, near Constantinople. Not too bad. Could have been worse. But yeah, I mean, the people, it gets really confusing. I really don't know how to explain it without, doing a detailed family tree, kind of, and then there was like police boards joining people. That's I think the only way I could actually explain it properly. So yeah, that's pretty much the Savoyard Crusade. I know, a really confusing video, but if you need me to explain anything, please give me a comment or whatever. And I'm gonna put the actual Pope, and because like by the dates, I do think it may have been one of the popes in the 3 pope thingy, but I may be wrong because I forgot. I didn't in my notes. I don't have the actual number, so I'll put it in the description if you want to check that out. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So yeah, I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you were able to follow along, because again, confusing. Sorry about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. Bye.